Fred did not think of anything to say. Fred, I'm gonna go outside. I'm not good with talking with people anyways. Um, the party, they went to get food. I stay outside. I don't need food. I just keep quiet. If they need healing, they're all friends. Two people actually joined us. A small creature, probably friend, and then another small creature, probably friend again. Some people decided to go get stuff from the store, so I just wanted to get something back. I was too nervous, so I stayed outside as well, just covering my face. I don't want people to think I'm a scary monster. I just want people to love Fred. Uh, and then they decided to want to talk to the mayor, so they went to the mayor's building. I stayed out. I saw a squirrel. A tree with a lot of leaves. But it seems like they were talking to a person and they were learning more about the mayor. Apparently, the mayor's name is a noble twat. I don't know what that is, but maybe it's his name. Uh, but yeah, I don't want to go inside because maybe I'm just too scary. Anyways, I saw Kai go inside to the tavern. He probably was. He looked like someone else, and was went inside. I guess he wanted to learn more about the Red Baron. And then he came up. I was questioning him about it, but I mean, he didn't die, so that's all that mattered. After figuring out a couple of things, I didn't know who to go since they were all splitting up. I went with Kashmir and Kai to go to a farm or a garden or something, and it was a drow. Drows live a long time. For some reason, he's been here for 500 years. That's a while. Hey, look, another squirrel, friend! I got lost for a second. She wanted us to kill a couple of undead. Me happy no one knows I'm dead. Fred McTed, the undead. While the others go to her mining place. They find it to be filled with a lot of magic stuff and people that protect the jewels and stuff. They figure out that a kid knew something, and they want to capture a person that has a glass staff. So maybe the staff is very, very important. So I don't know. As my brain, it hurts too much thinking. And they look around a bit inside the jewelry. I don't know how I know this, but I know it for some reason. Maybe the squirrels are telling me this. They seem to know a lot. They look around, but they turn back to the group to tell us what we're going to do. But it seems like we're going to do a lot of things today, and I'm just tired. I just want to see my squirrels again, and not my squirrels, the puppies. I hope they're living fine.
Is that it?
Oh, look, another squirrel. Nature is friend.
Sound like he should be a druid.
Oh, maybe multiclass.
It almost sounds like he's like a furbog or something. I hear someone's mic. Whose mic is that? Hello? Okay, never mind. I thought it was mine. I don't know.
Let me yell. No. Nothing.
Well, yeah, there's it's Zeke. Anyways,
It's who?
I think it's Zeke, but I'm not too sure. Ezekiel. But we'll see when it comes to it. But yeah.
Fred will most likely multiclass into druid. If he finds his pet, maybe he will.
There's the new one. You can be the blighted druid.
The what?
The blighted druid.
Blighted?
It's the critical role one that I just got.
This, yeah, the blood mage and then that one now, right?
Yeah, the blighted one is all about. It's like a kind of like a death version of a druid.
Oh yeah, then actually it could fit perfectly well then.
All right, what do you guys wish to do? Is you're all in the tavern?
Kill them all.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if we want to check out on the bandits, do we want to head over to the Sleeping Giant and try to see if we can talk with them? Because I saw there are townspeople going into the inn. It's not like it's just bandits, apparently.
We'll go in different groups. How about we go in like 3 groups, 2 or 3 groups?
I would agree. I don't think it would be wise for us to go in all at once. It might look a bit suspicious if we do.
Well, I was going to say, like I brought up, I could pretend to be a bard. I have some performance ability, and I have my lute. I can try to go in early and just be there playing music, to where they might not even think anything about me being there, and you guys can come in shortly thereafter. That way I don't think I'd be in there long enough to get into any serious trouble.
Beautiful. Sounds like a plan.
Who is the one that is there anybody here in particular that is planning to do any talking to these bandits? Who's the one that wants to go talk to them? Was that you, Epsilon?
You would like me to talk to bandits? I certainly can. If you would like it. Should I try to, and she'll pull out her little chess set. Should I try to gamble through dragon chess? I am fairly good.
I bet these bandits can't resist an opportunity to gamble some money away. I bet that might behoove them to try.
Perhaps. Or should I go with the tack of trying to be a bad girl and try to do banditry? Should I apply for a position of violence among them?
Well, we did talk, yes, well, there was talk amongst us about perhaps joining their ranks or trying to get on their side some way.
All right. And she'll grab the hem of her jacket and rip it a couple times. I am ready.
Perfect.
Pencil, do I look potentially bad? What?
Who's going to go in with you, Epsilon?
I was going to follow Mr. Kai once he had started playing music as a cue.
Perfect.
Are you going to go in, Casimir?
I am going to go in. However, I think it might be wise if I head in after everybody else is headed in, just in case there does happen to be some trouble.
Should we use
Excellent.
some sort of code word or marker for egress or violence?
I think screaming would probably work.
I will scream if I sense trouble.
Because I think it's going to have to be serious trouble. But
Very well.
Is Nietzsche here? Nietzsche, are you going to go in?
He's not here at all.
I don't see Nietzsche. Let me check that.
Okay, perfect. Well, I think we should head over that way.
Very
Fred,
well.
do you want to go in with me? We can go in together. We'll make a great duo. I bet people will talk about us, and maybe that will open up the conversations for the rest of our friends. I didn't catch that. Did you say grr?
Yeah, he's like, I get nervous when there's a lot of people around me.
Okay.
If you're afraid of people, I believe that Mr. Kai mentioned that there is a open window or some sort of way in the back. If you would like to avoid notice.
yes, it enters into a small sleeping chamber with another door exiting from it. So I'm not sure where exactly it goes, but it should eventually lead to the tavern area.
Excellent. So we'll just go in individually.
I don't think it'd be remiss if if we went in a couple of groups. I don't think 2 or 3 people coming in at a time would raise suspicions. Especially if you act like you know each other. Hey, we're just coming here to. The other inn is boring. Nothing's going on. We thought there might be some excitement here. Type thing.
Fair enough.
I would agree. And what time is it getting to be?
It's midday.
I mean, if we did it today, there'd probably be fewer people there. I don't know how active they are during the day. I would think bandits would tend to be nighttime people.
Well, let us go and find out, shall we?
Yes, I think it's worth a shot to go and try. So we've got the Epsilon and Penkel. You're going to go in first.
Kai, Mr. Kai will be going in first.
Mr. Kai, I apologize.
That's okay. I'll just set myself up in the corner where nobody will think anything about me, and I'll have comprehend language cast just in case they decide to talk about something that we can't understand.
Wonderful.
Perfect. Then let us commence.
On the way there, Epsilon will kind of tie the long needle, like it's like a kunai, a needle-like dagger, like to her outside jacket belt, and try to look as bandity as possible. Which is she looks like a young, fuzzy, furry gray girl wearing a jacket. And she'll cast guidance on Kai as he breaks from the group.
It only lasts a minute, so you would have to be there
Yeah.
within his range.
Yeah, I don't think.
But I mean, as he like I assume we're like not all. Are we just going from the inn
It's a couple blocks down the road.
Right,
This is
okay.
fine.
Sure. Then I guess she'll just cast it on herself as she enters.
All right, so you guys moving there?
No.
Once I get to a place where I can just kind of hide up against the building, I use 10 minutes to do a ritual casting of comprehend languages,
Okay. All right, give me a second.
and then I will proceed.
Excellent.
And I'll be looking through the windows. I'll just be moving slowly, trying to see what's going on through the windows as best I can.
So how's this going to work? Should Kai enter and
Yeah, I'm
figure
going to go.
stuff out before?
Well, I'm just going to kind of go in and get to the back of the room and set up shop, so they'll kind of ignore me. And then I'll just
You said
listen
you
in
were
on their
going to.
conversations as you guys come in behind me to start conversating.
All right. Then Epsilon will follow in a few moments later, and she'll have taken a drink of water from a water skin and just kind of hold it in her mouth and walk in, let the door slam behind her, and spit water out
This will be
and
interesting.
look around intimidatingly.
This is Epsilon.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I'm going to go in first. She's not doing it right now.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, okay, I didn't realize. See, I'm not sure how we're doing this, but that's
Yeah.
our plan.
And this is the only door I saw?
There's a door here. There's double doors here.
Oh, okay.
There's a door in the back that's locked.
I'll come out to the door. I just see a bunch of thugs, I guess.
Yeah, they're all drinking and kind of looking at you. As you arrive into the sleeping giant, opening the door, you see this ramshackle tap room to the east end of town. Several disheveled, surly humans lingering and covered the porch. You can see perched on the empty ale barrels. On leaning against the wall, you see all of their kind of grimly scarlet cloaks. They stare and fixate on you as you approach. One of the ruffians kind of spits on the ground. Well, well, he says. Here's a whole pack of puppies. I could see some
the only one
outside.
Oh, okay.
Well, none of you guys stealth. What do you want here, puppy?
I
You
know
come
not
down here
what
to
those-
bark at us.
Oh, I came to serenade, to give you song befitting your station, because the other inn is boring. There is nothing going on there. I am making no money whatsoever. So I felt I should come here and do some songs for you. Maybe you would be more appreciative and interesting.
We're not interested in your songs. Any women along your party of friends?
Those are not my friends.
Hmm.
They just coming from the village, I guess. I wander up to the bar. Well, if I
Would you
can't,
mind if Epsilon busted in right now?
yeah, go ahead.
Are you on the
I think-
computer or you're on your phone?
I'm on my commute home, so you can feel free to manipulate me if you'd like.
I'll move the token. Okay.
Oh, thank you. But I think Epsilon is going to kind of throw the door open, having been listening, and just says, "Did you say you needed a woman?"
What?
And she will spit her water on the floor.
What the hell is that? That's not a woman. What bum?
She will stride forward and say, "You asked for a woman. I am a young woman,
You.
and I'm looking for who's in charge here."
I just lower my head.
As they look at you. That's not a woman. I don't know what that thing is, but it's contraption. It looks like robotic or anything. Ugh, scary.
What do you know about robotics?
Eh. As he looks at you. I saw an animated armor once. It's the same thing, right?
Oh, I don't think so. She's
Yes.
she looks.
I see that you do not respect young women here. I will have to prove my point. Does anybody want to play a game of dragon chess?
How the hell? What the hell's that, dragon chest?
It is a game of skill and strategy. I will put down a silver piece if anyone can beat me
A silver
in
piece?
a game of mine.
That's too low. Higher.
Higher. Ah, I see that you are fine gentlemen who love money.
I was like,
How does a girl make money in this town?
They kind of look at you. Well, you want to make money, lady? As the two guys step beside you, left to right. We can show you how to make some money.
Oh,
Come with us. We'll bring you to the boss. As they have a grin on their faces.
I think at this point, Casimir is going to walk into the bar and walk into the inn and find a spot to just have a seat by himself, but just in a spot where he can listen and just kind of watch.
Hey, who's this person barging in here? Who are these
nobody knows.
hooligans?
He is unimportant.
This is our
Who is this boss
bar.
you are speaking of?
And is this not a bar?
This is
Can we
our-
not go to a bar?
No, I suggest you leave.
It's all right. I think I can talk for myself. I appreciate it though. I think I'll do all right here if I can have a drink. I mean no harm. I'm just here for a drink.
Shut up! You heard the man, you tall elf, and I will walk over and kick the tall elf in the armor. Get out now! They are showing me where the boss is, and I might be hired to kill you.
No.
Roll me a performance check.
I guess I'll join in as well. Just it was like,
Well,
Oh,
perfect. You
Fred,
roll?
if Fred's going in, I'm going in. I'll race over here. Oh, I'm ready, Fred. Right behind you. I
Hey,
got your back.
Who are all these hooligans coming here? Boys, this is a stick up. As they
I'll
draw
just
their
say this
blade,
to Epsilon.
they draw their blade.
I'll just say this to Epsilon. I'll just say this to Epsilon as I look just sternly down at Epsilon. I don't suggest that you try that one again. I don't really think you know what you're up against. If you don't mind, I'm going to go back and have a drink. You can do as you like.
I think we're gonna take
Help.
your stuffs willy-nilly and take this delightful lady with us. As their blades are drawn, they look at you as they kind of cackle and laugh across their face.
What
Am I
bosses does he
reading
speak
this?
of anyway? You're talking about the mayor? What's the mayor going to do?
Oh, we're all rolling initiative? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, because they saw two more people coming in. It's obviously a red flag for them.
Fred heard killed.
Excellent.
You were okay with three, but once I saw the whole party, they're not going to feel comfortable.
Tavern brawl.
Yes.
Wait, let me see that picture again. I think that guy was holding me by the jacket.
Yeah, that's you. It's a halfling. Or no, I don't know.
Okay, phew.
Would someone mind rolling an initiative roll for me? It will be a
I got
d20
you.
plus 3,
I got
and
you.
then
Yeah,
could I add
already
the
rolled
guidance?
it.
21.19.
The guidance doesn't roll towards that, sadly.
Wow.
It's not ability.
Oh, okay. It is a skill check. I mean, it is an ability check.
It's an ability
It's
check, but it's not a
dexterity,
skill
but-
check. Yeah, it doesn't use the Guidance.
Okay.
Everybody in? Alright, let's do this. You're first, Epsilon.
Perfect. So sorry. Can you just describe the room for me? Are you like where? So I have two guys like
So
flanking
you're
me.
next.
And...
No, you left from there. You went to Casimir and kind of kicked him.
Okay, right.
You see two at one at the bar behind Kai. You're about 15 feet away from him, but he's behind the bar, so there's obviously kind of a countertop. There's two people to your left side. They're in They were sitting down, but they kind of stood up from their table, and there's two people at the door behind you.
Excellent. Okay. You know what? She's going to pull out her little dagger, or it's a giant like weaver's needle, but it's a dagger, and is going to just look up at Casimir and say, "Shut up, elf! Let's fight!" And just cast Bless on herself, Casimir, and who else is nearby?
Kai.
Who has entered the bar?
Kai as well.
And Kai. So the three of us will be blessed.
Okay.
Excellent.
And I will just turn to the bandits and say, "Take me to your leader, or else." And that will be her turn.
You're threatening us? How cute. As he will rush towards you, Epsilon, and stab you with his sword. Nine's a miss. Shing. A small little bugger.
Do not underestimate me, sir.
This one runs behind you as well. Natural one. Ugh. And kind of flops. This one kind of jumps over the table, the counter. One for you, Kai. It misses with an 8.
Wow, they're on a roll.
They're probably drunk and intoxicated at this point. Alright. Light Whizzle.
All right, so these are the old doors, or these are the doors? These are the doors. Bust through these doors. Actually, I guess I bust through the doors and there's somebody right next to me. Shoot, that's not good. I was gonna cast Firebolt at them, but no. I still do that even though we're in melee range?
Oh, firebolt. I thought you said fireball. Doctor.
10's a miss.
I'm not expecting you here. Ah!
Who the hell brought their child here?
Get away from my friends! Fred!
That was just
Fred!
a fucking gnome.
Don't worry, we are saved. Henkel has arrived.
This one's gonna
Oh,
snap.
He will
perfect.
show all of you.
13 to hit for Pinkle. That's a miss. You block with your shield.
Pickle was calling me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This will be fun.
Oh my god, you updated your token? Creepy.
She be funny.
Nice.
Fred heard danger, therefore Fred thinks no, no Fred.
She's gonna use inflict wounds.
What the hell is that? Abomination! 13 is a hit. Roll damage.
Nice. It's a tough one.
Oh,
I don't know why that's 10 HP.
As you watch his body getting siphoned as he dies, you watch his body turn to a husk as lifeless, pale eyes dart towards you, Pinkle.
I basically just grab his head instead of the hug.
Oh my goodness! Oh my god, what just happened? Holy crap! Fred, what did you just do?
I'm just gonna keep walking. Roar, here's a frag.
Right. Perfect. So I am going to take Casimir is going to say, I really don't think this needed to come to this, but if you want to fight, a fight it shall be. And he is going to take his javelin, one of his javelins, and he is going to strike the one that is just not right next to me, but the one that is directly behind Epsilon. And I'm gonna first time playing a paladin, so bear with me if I don't do this orderly correctly. But I would like to bonus action Wrathful Smite on this.
You have to be a melee hit with it.
What's that?
The smites are usually a melee. It's not a range attack.
Okay, perfect. Then I'll just hit the guy. I'll hit the one that's right next to me then.
Yeah.
So I will strike against him.
9's a miss.
Okay. And then shoot. Okay. All right. That is going to then end my turn.
And then you use a spell slot, so even if you did miss.
Okay. So I will. I guess since I'm sitting right on top of him, I will just attack this one with magic missile.
For the future reference for Casimir, you can attack in my games and then use the smite afterwards. So you don't waste your smite, knowing that it might not hit. In a sense.
May I mention? He didn't Divine Smite. He used Wrathful Smite, the spell. So it's actually still active for a minute until he attacks.
Yes. I'm just saying in
Until he
general
hits.
sense if you're ever gonna smite and stuff. Because I know some people will smite before they hit and then they miss.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, here we go.
This guy?
Ooh, 13 points.
Jeez Louise. Freaking chunk him.
No, excuse me, 11 points. I added wrong, I thought, yeah. 11
That's
points.
hard.
It is. And then I guess that will be it, because I don't want to get an opportunity attack yet.
Alright,
So
this
there we
one
go.
is going to bum rush towards Casimir and try to use his sword. 12's a miss. Jeez Louise, these guys. Alright. Epsilon. You have 3 people around you as well as next towards Casimir as well.
Excellent. Whoever, can I reach one that is like adjacent to Casimir?
Yes. 2 of them are adjacent to
Then I'll just look at Casimir, channeling this divine energy, and just say, "Ah, you are a knight. Well, so that was sorry. You are a knight. Well, I will assist you," and I'll just start like kicking the shins of the guy and give a help action on him.
Okay.
And that will be her turn.
The red brand wheel. Lay strike on Casimir this time. Nope, miss. I can't hit him. Who the hell is this weird thing? As he's trying.
And by the way, just so you guys all you know in battle, I do not have my rapier on me. All I have are my javelins.
Not 20 on Fred. For 9 piercing as he stabs you.
Ow.
Why is it?
That was.
It's not bleeding. What the hell is this thing?
You are doomed.
Yeah, you are dead.
10's a miss on you. Pinkle. As Pinkle, you're horrified from what you just momentarily saw, but then you just watch Fred just take a blow into his gut.
I'm not overly familiar with Fred in general, having just met him. So, oh my god,
As you don't see
what
any
is
like
going on here?
bleeding or anything.
Oh my goodness! Actually, I'm going to move over here, away from Fred, back this direction. Oh my goodness! And get away from him! You guys leave us alone! And I'm going to do firebolt again to this guy right here. So, Panko pulls out his wand, little gem on the end of it, and it looks like he's rubbing like a fire starter against it, and he'll like somehow manipulate it to have fire erupt from the end of it, and that is how firebolt is coming out of it.
Nice. That's a hit.
That's better. Get away from us! We just want to have a drink.
Not here.
You know what? Yeah. Let's go toe to dead on these two. Wisdom save 14.
One succeed, one failed.
Take 8. Well, one of them takes 6.
As you show your energy of like green necrotic energy just siphoning.
So here's the dong, and then just immediately.
Your eyes like kind of glow a little bit.
It's just Fred starts going like his pure undead is like for.
Perfect. My turn. So I am going to look. I'm gonna look at the red brand that is like diagonal from me, and I'm just gonna stare right at him and say, "You are going to have to try much better than that, friend, if you're going to get an attack on me." And then I am going to take my javelin and try to jab the one that is right beside me.
All right.
Yes.
You have advantage.
Yes.
And a D4.
12. Add the D4. All right. You do hit. Roll damage.
Perfect.
And add your grapple smite as well.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh. Okay. Perfect. And then roll for the Wrathful Smite, correct?
Yes.
It's added to your damage, and then he needs to make a wisdom save, I believe.
Yes. He fails. As he's frightened now, I believe. Or no, he's yeah, frightened.
Yes, he is frightened. So perfect. I do suggest you try this one again. And that's gonna be end of turn.
Alright, Kai.
I will pull my rapier out and attack the one next to me.
Okay. You kill him. So he just kind of lays over the counter, bleeding.
And I turn around and I just shout, "You fools, you're all going to die now. Give up." And that'll be my. I'll give it a little intimidation to that.
Huh?
No, that's just the right thing. I'll just a little intimidation their way, but I'm going to fail miserably.
Not 10.
As you-
I thought.
It's average.
As you shout that, I'm going to say, it might be wise to at least keep one alive, but barely.
Alright, this guy will... He's frightened. He will disengage.
I told you I was a bad girl. You hadn't.
You're a brag.
Epsilon, what do you want to do? So one running away from you as it's frightened. Two of them are still around you. As you saw one stab Fred, but Fred doesn't seem like he flinched or anything by the blade piercing into him.
Ah. the man who disengaged, how far away did he get? What does he do? Like, is he leaving?
He's at the door, yeah, he's leaving. He's 20 feet, he's at the door. He's next to Pinkle.
All right. I will head right. Oh, am I going to be opportunity attacked if I
If
head
you
over
leave,
there?
yes.
There's two of them.
Gotcha. I'll stay here. Then I'll kick another one in the shin to do a help action again.
Okay. Hey,
And,
stop hitting me!
And she's just you should have stuck with the dragon chess. Now you will pay you are gambling with your life.
Alright, that's gonna try to attack
And
you again.
that's end turn.
14 to hit you, which is misses. As it kind of hits you, it feels like your kind of hard material substance of your armor, as it kind of bends its blade. What the hell are you made out of?
You are hurting my soft, supple flesh. Please stop that.
As this one's like driving his blade back into Fred again. A 12's a miss, I'm assuming. Pinkle.
Take him out. Take him
As
out.
this person rushes past me, I'm going to pull my mace out and try and whack them without non-lethal.
Okay.
Do I just swing regular?
Yeah. 13 is a hit as you knock him cold on the ground.
Excellent. Well done, Tinkle.
Huh. I've asked you before. Give up now.
Well, it's funny
The
because
rest of you,
Tinkle,
surrender.
you wouldn't be able to knock him in the head, but he just like trips him, and you watch his head smack right into the door frame.
Valid point. Valid point. I'll accept it. I'll take it.
All right, Fred.
Yeah. Fred doesn't need to worry anymore. I think we can, Nah, I'll still do Toll the Dead. Both of them.
All right.
If they fail, they only take 4.
They both fails.
Nice. Slow chip damage. As Fred will get closer.
And then the one over by the door is unconscious, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And these ones beside. Okay. So before I make my attack, I will say, should we keep one of them alive just in case we have some questions for them and some answers they might be able to give us? And if so, which one should it be?
We'll never tell you shit.
Casimir. Pinkle has already apprehended one, it looks like. Let's destroy these fools.
Perfect. You will not be giving us any information, sir, because in a few minutes you will not be able to speak. So, and the one that is directly next to, or diagonal from me, I am going to try to hit with another javelin, pierce.
Okay. 12. As you do shut him up, you pierce it right underneath his neck as he drops and like looks at you with his bulging eyes as just blood spills out as he just drops.
Do you need me to roll damage or no? No.
No.
Okay.
No, he's dead, likely. He was really low. Let's see the damage. Yeah, it would have killed him. It's dead.
Perfect.
Alright, I will target this one with a ray of frost. I'm not even going to bother with you people anymore.
You guys are murderers.
Yeah, well, a whopping 2 points. I believe you attacked us first. We came in to have a beer.
You're not welcome here.
I
This is
came-
our town.
Not anymore. And that'll be my turn.
Is there a bartender?
No.
Okay.
I killed him.
And no other patrons?
Nope.
Oops.
Epsilon.
No one.
There's one person
Excellent.
left behind you alive. Really hurt. Really, he's bloody.
Gotcha. Excellent.
I think I will just move to the side and start kicking him in the shin. And that will be Epsilon's turn.
Alright.
And give the help action.
You have a really cool echo going on. So it's like your voice is coming through
Sorry,
at
I
the same
just
time.
Alright, he's gonna
It's
disengage. He's
It
disengaging.
sounds
from
really scary.
As he begins to disengage, he begins to use his movement to try to book it.
Think he'll get an attack of opportunity.
He disengaged.
You can move that far.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Go after him,
But-
Tinkle. Don't let him get
Does
away.
disengage work for?
Do not let him get away. Deal with him.
Disengage. Yeah, you can't. He disengaged. Only
But
if
he
he
can
had,
I
attack
know
him still.
only
It's
if
his
you had-
turn. It's his turn. He can attack him now.
yeah, he can get out of the door and smash his face.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go after him. Don't let him get away.
I think the only thing he can stop is Sentinel. Sentinel will stop it.
Yeah.
I don't need to run out in the town and smack him upside the head. I will. I'll go ahead and race out the door. Let's see my move. You can do that. Whee! Got to move. Whee. And whack him non-lethally.
Alright, you trip
Don't
him
insult me like that.
as he hits prone on the ground. He's not dead yet, but he's prone as you watch him trip.
Don't insult us like that. Get back here, pay your bill.
As you watch him try to crawl away. You fucking...
Back here and pay your bill. Doesn't, I mean, you're gonna.
He's still,
Oh,
he's still
turn.
fighting, yeah.
Not for long. Fred the best, as he will cast Hold the Net. Bang. Let's hope he fails.
Have this.
Let's see. Wisdom save. 12, yeah. You watch his body start to, like...
What?
Dries like a...
What just happened? I'll look around again. What?
As you watch Fred just siphon him.
He is a bad man.
Yeah, but yes, great. We'll get some
We
information
have
from the other one.
another. It is the other one working. She says she's a bad girl. That'll be.
Realizing I cannot drag that body in by myself, I'm just going to race back inside. Holy crap! What just happened? What? Fred! What the heck just happened? Ooh, too close to this one. Too close.
We have another.
Somebody.
We have a bad girl against us.
Ah,
I'll
Mr.
check.
Fred, that was simply a deception. I am actually not bad at all.
He's gonna roll an insight.
So you say.
Please be low. Jesus Christ. Okay, thank God. He can't tell, so he's just gonna be like, I'm watching you. For
You
now.
are free to watch me. Excuse me while I mend my clothing, and she will just start mending her clothes that she ripped to look bad.
I'm gonna walk over as she is doing that. Casimir is actually gonna walk over and bend down and say, "You are a great help to me back there. Thank you. Thank you for the help. I appreciate it.
They sorely underestimated Pencor and I. We are small, but we work very well together. It was nice working with you. Thank you for jumping into the fray.
I'm just gonna get up, walk away, and then just go stand over by this unconscious person over there.
Pencor, did you see me?
I did, Epsilon. You were very bad, and oh my goodness. Overall, what just happened? What are we gonna do? Do we need to move that guy away from the door? Should we keep a watch for more people? What if more of them come in here? Oh my goodness.
We'll deal with him.
Kind of wandering around in circles like this. Wander, like a little high stress at the moment.
And Casimir is just going to say, kind of friendly, well, I think the first thing that we need to do is calm down, but yes, I agree that we need to do all of the above. This person right here should not be by the door. We need to get him to a spot that is safe. So why don't I drag him somewhere or take him somewhere right now that would be safe, perhaps in the back of this area.
And we should get the dead person out in the street back in here. We don't need the bandits seeing it and having them call for reinforcements.
Fred will drive.
Or anybody in town.
I'm not worried about the town people.
Henkel waves his hands in front of his face, takes a deep breath. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yes, Henkel, we did achieve one of our goals. We have acquired Red Brand clothing.
So we have. And you say there is no bartender? Can you? Henkel clambers up onto the bar, rolls over, jumps to the other side. I need some refreshment to calm my nerves.
You find a keg of ale left underneath the counter.
I would like to try it, and I'll pour out several in case other people want some.
It's not the best, but it's not bad either. It's not dwarvish made, that's for sure.
Better than nothing.
The body of this unconscious person, and I'm actually also going to take him behind the bar just so he's not in. Oh, if I can. Oh, can I get there?
Okay, so yeah, you can open these doors. There's doors here.
Yes, we should possibly do a sweep of the tavern and the back rooms.
Henkel, do you think you and I should investigate back here behind the bar?
Yes, that would be great. Kai, or Epsilon, did you want to post up and look out the windows and see if anybody's coming and give us
you guys can
a shout?
Loot them if you want. You can roll investigation.
Perhaps, here, I will actually cast guidance on Kai, who walked past me, and look at Pinnacle and say, as soon as I mend the rest of my jacket, I would love to, Pinnacle.
I will just...
You don't find anything, Casimir, on them that's worthwhile. You do find their red band kind of outfits. They have their kind of cloaks and their kind of uniform. You can tell that most of them would fit human size, but anybody who's small, it's not going to fit you. It's going to be too loose.
You'll have to be the prisoners.
If we do have time, I am a weaver, and I could perhaps take them in a little bit if Penkle wishes to dress in one.
Penkle, you can roll a d20 to see how much money you found.
Okay, I was about to say post. I was just about to post in chat. Mine's from behind the bar area. I'm investigating. I'm letting them loot bodies on the top side.
Okay. So it's Fred.
Sorry.
Fred, roll me d20. All right. So Pinkle, you don't really find anything. You find what a tavern would have. You can see there's some leftover food from a few days ago. You can see there's some cheese and bread, but it's really stale. You see in the back room, it looks like a bed. It looks like they use it to sleep in. It doesn't look like there's really anything of worthwhile. You can tell this place is obviously not... it looks like it was a rundown building and it was re-established by the Red Brands to take it over. But it used to be a bar a couple years ago, but it looks like it's just a rundown bar.
This is more like a clubhouse than an actual bar. This is no notes, no records, no a single barrel, not even a method to pour it and get it to come out. This is awful. What if we were to run it over and run this over? Huh. Look out the window.
I'll search this one if nobody's done it yet.
I'm just keeping a
All right.
watch.
As Fred, you find an accumulation of 9 gold pieces off all the bodies.
Well done, Fred.
As Akai, you begin to look through their belongings. They do have what look like scimitars and short swords for weapons. You look across what else they also have. You don't really see anything of really worth value. You can see maybe potentially a couple pieces of like letters to maybe their loved ones, but it looks like it's really old and outdated.
They can write?
Well,
Nice.
they're bandits. Some of them can write.
That's true.
But yeah, you don't really see anything of like crazy necessity. They look like, from what you can tell, they look like pretty much young to middle-aged thugs that were trying to find a quick way of getting money without having to work hard at it. And it looked like it was working well for them until they met you.
Well,
and this is the room I saw with the window that was broken.
Yeah, it's a spare room.
All right. Well, I don't think we're going to find anything of significant value here. I think we just need to discuss our plans with this gentleman over here.
Certainly.
So,
Will we be using intimidation or reason? Should we help him with his wounds or keep him, as they say, down?
I think intimidation is probably going to be the best. I doubt that they really want to die. If they're not, unless we're dealing with a cult. Most bandits don't want to die.
Ah.
And we've shown that we're more than willing to kill them.
Yes. Should we put him at a table with the other bodies and have them in grotesque tea time poses as a scare tactic?
Well, it can't hurt.
Should we do this here or elsewhere in case there might be others that walk in?
It doesn't look like anybody comes to this tavern except the Red Brands.
I'm gonna go ahead. I could, if you all want, I could take the time. I have a little bit of an ability. I could set an alarm over there that will tell us. It might take me about 10 minutes to make it work, but I could set an alarm of some kind on the doorway area in case we didn't want to post somebody up front.
Yes, why don't we go ahead and get to work then? If Penkul, if you would like to set up your wonderful alarm spell that you know, I can start working on Red Brand outfits so that they will work as disguises, perhaps.
So I'll set it up on these 2 doors in the window, I guess, or whatever is in this space right here.
Yeah, you should have a spell good for it now.
Yep, I'll go get it. I see him down there.
Use a little kind of wire and a tiny piece of.
I'm doing it as a ritual. I'm doing the ritual stuff.
Oh yeah,
I don't want to have
you're
to
just
use it.
taking your time. Just look.
So we're taking the one that's alive and putting him on a table, yes?
Oops, 20-foot keys.
Restrain him and sit
No,
him
here,
up.
I got it for you. This is yours.
I see it's a square. I don't want that. Oops, I can't delete them now.
I got
Thanks.
it. This is yours. It's a spell. It's under spell grids.
Oh, I saw it under square. And then wall.
No,
I see it.
You,
Okay.
you scroll up. Some of them are I'll make custom ones. If
Oh,
I can.
okay.
So that's your custom one.
Oh, thanks. That was under spell grids. I see. Thanks. Thank you.
That's fair. I think then Casimir will take him over to where these others are. Set him on the bench, sitting up, and then I'm going to take some rope and I'm just going to restrain him with some rope, tie him up with some rope.
All right. So where do you want these guys? All the thuggies.
So kind of where like Fred is sitting next to those other 3 red brands, but on that bench that's right there.
Okay. You want the dead bodies there too?
I think we talked about putting them all in one, like having them all right there.
I will. Before I get started with the needle and thread, I will put a little, if I can find a tea kettle nearby, I will put one down on the table and set places for each corpse.
And if our goal is to intimidate him, might be intimidating himself and to his friends.
That's great.
There is one tea kettle in this entire establishment.
Perfect.
Sounds like any guy's gonna claim this as your base.
I was kind of wondering that. Might need some.
Good idea. And you see Kai wander out to the corner out here. He crouches down, and all of a sudden, poof, he looks like a big crate.
Ooh.
That's all you see. He's disappeared.
Are these stairs?
It's a ladder that goes up to the storage.
Check it out.
If nobody else does that after 10 minutes, I will go and do that after 10 minutes. Because that's how long it took me to do the ritual.
Then I'm over there with that red brand. Can Casimir shake him awake?
He's knocked
Throw
out.
some
for
water
now.
on him.
Okay.
He's knocked out for a while.
Oh, we can take a rest.
I would love it.
And you can plan out any suggestions or answers or questions you want to get from him. As you go up the ladder, you honestly don't see anything in storage. It's cleared out. It doesn't actually have a second level to this area. It's just a small cubby hole of like storage.
Those that are investigating, does anybody see anything such as maybe a spare rapier that would be useful around here? I do not have mine currently. I'm not going to get it until tomorrow, but I could use an extra weapon in the time being.
They were using weapons upon us, although one of them bent his sword upon my back.
So it's scimitars and what did they say they have? Short swords. I don't see a rapier per se.
Well, it doesn't need to be a rapier, just something along those lines. I can take a scimitar, that is fine.
Yeah, a scimitar can be used as a finesse weapon. Same with the short sword.
No shields, though. Right? Nobody sees a shield laying around. I
No
could use a shield. I couldn't afford one.
If they had shields, they would probably stand a little longer chance with you guys.
Oh, Penkle, I have a shield that I am using. Would you like mine?
No, it's fine. We don't need one currently. I just in the future. That's something I need to put on my list of things to acquire.
I will keep an eye out for.
You should keep yours. You're going to need it. That was an excellent job, by the way. Can't believe we had a combat.
Yes, thank you. I tried to be very mean.
Very well done.
You were bad. That is for sure.
Thank you. Temporarily, I will look over at Fred.
Very good.
Are you all right, Fred? I heard Penkle gasping towards you earlier. Were you hurt?
Fred is fine.
All right. But we do have disguises now. I will get to work. If you don't mind, Epsilon is proficient as a weaver and has weaver's tools. Can she tailor 2 of the medium outfits for herself and Penkle?
Yeah, it would take a couple hours for sure.
Sure. Then I'll just get as far as I can to get Penkle one. And however far I can get, I will get. In the hour that we are resting,
They don't-
whatever. I'm.
How clean do these look?
They're not clean. They're pretty dirty.
Ooh.
And they smell too.
I think we could launder these before we actually wear them.
I would be glad to. I will start boiling water.
You are resourceful. No, I wonder if I can get it to go a little faster if we were to do this.
Sadly, this thing does not have a well or any water of source. It only has ale, a tankard of ale.
I could.
It's fine. We'll be all right.
And we're still in a town. I can go out and get us supplies if we need
Like,
any.
fetch some water.
Yes.
They do
How
have
we doing,
they have a
Casimir?
well in the middle of the center of where the shrine is.
Some water might be useful.
Does the inn have a bath?
No.
Not this inn,
No, they don't have a bath.
The Stonehill, right? They had
They
water
had
basins.
They had
sponges.
the sponges and the buckets. That's how you clean yourself.
I will go ahead and go and retrieve water. May I pass through your alarm, Penkel, or should I use a way of?
Oh yeah,
egress?
no, you're all set. You're good to go.
Excellent. Then if
Anybody in here can come and go as we wish. I set it for the 5 of us.
You have like a scan, like a card.
Penkel is
who's
very
that person?
resourceful.
Casimir is just gonna stay to keep an eye on the unconscious red brand, but as I grab the scimitar and I'm gonna get back the javelins that I used. I'm also just gonna sit next to Fred as we're watching, and I'm just going to put a hand on his shoulder and just quietly say, "You did well back there, Fred. Thank you."
Red killed bad guys.
Who is this token?
Nietzsche? I thought that was Nietzsche's token.
Okay.
I
That's fine.
just bought him there. He's not here.
Okay. I was like, oh, did he show up? Because I didn't see him at the bottom, logged in, and I was just double checking. Okay. Nietzsche comes inside and joins us. Thanks for keeping guard, Nietzsche. That was great. Thanks for waiting outside.
When this guy does wake up, what should we ask him? How are you going to do this?
How many
Why they
are
attack
there?
us? That's a good one,
how
too.
many?
Anyway,
Well, first thing, I think we need to find out who.
How many is a great question.
How many of them? Who they're working for? Are there any other places that they gather at than here in the manor?
Are there more coming?
All right. The guy does eventually come through after there's 30 minutes. He's like, what you fucking bastards! You killed all my buddies!
He's away.
I'm just going to look at him and say, "Shut up."
I will begin. I'm boiling water and doing laundry, I guess.
First thing I'm going to ask him is, "Who are you?"
Might accidentally spill it on the. Oh, sorry.
You have no idea who you're up against.
I don't think you quite have an idea who you are up against. You can see that your friends here are dead. You have been kept alive. So I'm going to ask again, who are you? As I'm trying to intimidate him.
Okay. Roll intimidation. Six. I won't tell you shit.
Cut off one of his fingers.
We could cut off a finger, perhaps a pinky.
You wouldn't dare.
Well,
And Casimir is just going to
I can't
grab
believe
his
you're
hand.
still with this abomination. He killed 2 of my friends. He drained their life force. What the hell? Who brings a creature like this?
well, maybe then Fred can talk to him.
Fred is saddened. He doesn't want to get near him.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Well, he's giving off a sad face right now.
I'm thinking he's probably scared to death of that sad face.
Would you like to have your laundry, Fred?
Okay.
And let that man know, if you do cut off his pinky, I do have a needle. We could sew it back on, and then cut it off again, and repeat ad infinitum until he talks.
You're
So I'm going to
horrible
take-
people. You're...
Casimir is going to take.
I told you I was bad.
Casimir is going to take his hand, slam it on the table, and just take my scimitar and hold it directly over his fingers.
Alright. You can try persuading
going
him
to-
at this point.
What'd you say?
So you can try persuading him since intimidation failed.
Guidance.
Cuff, cuff. Guidance.
I'm going to try to persuade. Is there anybody that can perhaps help me with this one?
Good cop, bad
I
cop.
can aid you.
Oh, actually, hearing that, I think Epsilon will come in and actually look at this man as well and just mention,
Kick him in
you
the
have
shin.
seen, yes, you have seen divine power used this day. I hope you understand. We are not actually that bad, and we are trying to do a service to the people of this town. And she'll tap you for guidance, Casimir, and look at him, at this guy, and say, the gods are on our side. I do not feel guilty with your pejoratives.
Alright, I'll give you,
Excuse me, I have to go and do laundry.
give you 14 for that advantage to help. As he looks at you, hey, you know, I just picked this job up about 6 months ago. I needed a quick cash, and it was paying really well, and I took the mercenary job, and I was told we're working for a really powerful wizard, and I saw fit to take hand on taking the job. And, well, I'm just a low-ranking rookie in this gang.
The name of, and Casimir is going to just slowly ease up on the blade, but still hold his hand on the table. But just a little bit more calmly say, and what is the name of this wizard? Do you know?
You don't know his name? You must have heard it through a rumor too. Glassstaff.
Hmm.
I thought that was his title, not his name.
That's his name, what he's called around it. I don't know his real name, but I've only seen him once, and I would not want to piss him off.
It doesn't seem very practical. A glass
He's here
staff?
with you in Phandevler, is that correct?
It's not. The staff is glass for sure. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Penkel, are wizards territorial? Do you know?
He works for a higher order. That's all I know. I don't know what order he works for, but he came here to claim Phandevler as a base of operations for a bigger investigation.
Do you know what that bigger investigation
I
is?
wouldn't know. No, I don't know. I was here just to play along as a mercenary and, well, roughing up people. Do what we need to do. And keep a low profile. Until the plans were met, of course. So we held up in Transit Manor. We obviously, got connections with the mayor here. We certainly threatened him quite well to get what we wanted. Now we own the Trested Manor, thanks to him. And we have a lot of leeway, thanks to him as well. He didn't want to risk anything of his people, so he bent his knee towards us. I wouldn't blame him, honestly, when a gang of thugs come into a place like this. So quaint and so quiet. So peaceful.
What exactly does he have over the mayor here?
Yeah, Sam.
Sorry?
What hold does he have over the mayor here? What is he giving him in exchange? Is it money?
Leeway.
Probably his life.
He's giving us leeway to come and go as we please without any asks or efforts.
How long have you been here?
3 months. Few of us came and goed. Some of us stayed.
Do you work with goblins? Do you work with the goblins?
Fuck no. Goblins can fucking suck it. Never mind.
Yes, I can see you clearly have a great taste for the language. But you may not work with goblins, but Yuna has the glass staff hired goblins to do work.
I don't really know him very much. I've only met him once.
And where? Did you find the where? Find out the where, too.
He's in the Trescent Manor.
Let's just say if we wanted an audience with this glass staff.
He'd have to be somebody who's a high ranking. Somebody who has connection, money, and of course, knowledgement. He's a wizard, I don't know. Wizards know they want things and stuff, I guess, I suppose. But a low-ranking individual like us, we're never gonna be able to meet him face-to-face in private.
Then who here can speak to the glass staff? There's got to be somebody here that can speak to him.
One of our commanding officers, but he's in the Trescent Manor.
Can you give me the name of this one of your commanding officers?
His name's Kevin.
Kevin?
He's been with the Red Brands for 6 months since it banded together.
You describe this Kevin to us.
Sorry?
Can you describe this Kevin to us?
I don't know. He's long hair. He's got an eye patch. Big scruffy beard. He loves to talk about his whiskeys all the time. He's very, very skilled with the blade. And I suppose he likes women. But who doesn't like women? But not that thing in the kitchen. That's not a woman. I don't even know what that is.
I'm just gonna firm my grip on his hand and bring that scimitar close to his hand. I think you need to show what women some respect, sir.
Okay, yeah, but like, he
You
won't.
may not think of that other creature here as a woman, but that creature has bested you, so I think that creature, so you say, deserves some respect.
I told you all I know, okay? You know, I slip up all the time. I say things that I don't mean.
What did you say your name was again?
Greg.
Greg, that's fantastic. And if you could just make a quick list of everybody here, so we can have their names when we go to throw them in the commoners pit. Also, when do you expect to go back to the manor? Or you just hang out here until somebody calls you? What's your actual next move?
They just call us when they need us. We're the low-ranking rookies.
Is this it? This is all the low-ranking rookies?
Just a few in there, but I don't know, a few dozen of us is in Tresson Manor.
Does anybody do the recruiting? Do you have somebody that wanders around, or is it just whoever shows up here?
We have a few recruits, but I've never I haven't seen one since I got recruited. You gotta be at least be in the crew for at least a few months, and then well, be respected.
Who recruited
by
you? And where?
Kevin. Back in
Kevin
Neverwinter.
recruited you. All right. Here. Neverwinter. Oh, right. You probably met him at the Stone Crow, didn't you?
How'd you know?
It's a lucky guess. Lucky guess. Interesting. Okay, well, let me write that down. Stone Crow. Kevin. Got it. Well, now what do we do with him? Tinker looks around at everybody else.
You let me go, right? I told you everything I knew.
Kill him.
What?
We can't afford to let him get loose.
Oh, come on, man.
In order to keep him in jail, we need to kill him.
I don't think killing him would be useful, but I think he could be of some use to us, as a matter of fact.
I'm not sure about outright killing him. At least not.
I can't go back to
down.
the manor. If I go back, I'll be certainly killed.
Then perfect. Maybe you should consider working for us, or with us.
I told you everything. I thought you'd let me go and let me leave town.
Oh, we'll let you live. We didn't say anything about letting you go. But you seem to know a lot about what's going on around here, or at least you have a hand on what's going on around here. I think it would be useful that you could work for us, or with us. If you're so scared to go back for fear that you're going to be killed, it seems the best option to me. We can protect you.
How am I supposed to get back in if I'm by myself?
We can be friends.
You take us with you.
But you don't look like Red Bran.
Not yet. But I think you can see here, we have our ways about us. Clearly we bested all of you. I think we can manage to make this work.
And even if I get you inside, what if I don't have the leeway to get you where you need to go?
Then we can take it from there. Epsilon, were you about to say something?
I have been hanging the laundry in the back. Once it dries, it should be clean. But it sounds like you are trying to use them to walk in with our new friend. Should I get them dirty again?
Not yet.
Well, I was just thinking while I was watching the water boil, which is very soothing, that Mr. Sildar did tell us that his friend Iano, who is a wizard, was investigating the Tressum Manor when he disappeared. Do you think that Glassstaff may have killed him? Or imprisoned him, perhaps? Are there prisoners at Tressum Manor?
A few.
I think we may assume the worst.
I think we ended up getting one a few days ago. I didn't bring this person in, but I heard it was one of the woodcutters' wife and children.
I was just thinking, what if this Iran wizard is actually Glassstaff? He disappeared, right? A few months ago?
Yes. How? Well, we don't know I guess we could ask Sildar how long exactly, but they are part of the Lord's Alliance, and Sildar trusts him. Do we trust Sildar?
I'm wondering if Sildar might have made alliances with the wrong people.
Well, that is a good thing to look out for and be careful of. Perhaps he is Glassstaff, or perhaps he is a prisoner of Glassstaff.
How old would you say that Glassstaff is?
I've never
That's hard to tell with a wizard.
I've never seen his face.
Have you heard?
Nothing.
Then we can assume that we know that he is a wizard, and that we should be careful regardless.
What say you? Would you like to join us?
If I can get out of it, free my bonds, I'll help you get in, but once I can't help you anymore, can I cut ways with you then?
Yes. Were you being paid by the Red Brands?
Yes.
What was your weekly salary?
10 gold pieces.
Very good.
That is quite exorbitant. I see why you have joined them.
Of course.
Perhaps we could...
Most places only serve like a gold piece a week.
Right, exactly. Perhaps we could hire you. And she'll just kind of glance at everybody else, totally not sure if that is okay. Because
his eyes perk up as he likes money.
Just an idea. Penkel, I'm so sorry. I should not overstep myself. I will be quiet.
I'll just look
Oh,
and say to Epsilon, what right do you have to any money that we collect to give it out to other people? As some sort of wage.
I do have a purse of my own. Penkel gives me some money on the road when we finish jobs of our own.
Perhaps Epsilon may have a point, and I'll say that to all the others. If you join us, perhaps if we don't pay you a weekly wage per se, perhaps we could give you a cut-in of the earnings that we make going about our business.
Depends how much.
Oh, I think you'll find the reward quite handsome.
If it's handsome enough what they pay, then I'm willing to do what I need to do.
So you'll be with us then?
Certainly, but if anything gets too tough for me and chance of my demise, I'm allowed to book and run, right?
So be it.
Assuming we get in. Assuming you get us in, then yes.
But let us be very clear about something. You are with us. You are not against us.
Yeah. As long as I live and I get paid something for this, I'll do my best. I don't want to end up like my friends here.
Then Casimir is going to cut the ropes around him and help him up.
Oh, my head.
And I'm going to just take my arm, and it's covered in armor, and I'm just gonna basically forearm to forearm up to his elbow with my hand and just shake his arm. So we are agreed. Then let us be.
Yeah. So lays back down in the corner as he holds his head.
You are his friend. Is he?
He is employee? Question mark?
I just don't want that thing next to me.
He is. I guess he's friends.
Hey, get away from me!
As I'm gonna
Don't
cast
mind.
control on him.
What? Yeah. How is this possible? I thought you're a creature that decays people. You don't have that power. I didn't
I think
understand.
You're a friend of friend. That's all that matters.
Sure. I suppose.
It's just like that long is like Greg.
Well, I haven't really been down in the Transit Manor in a while. I wasn't able to explore the whole network of the mapping. I was only able to get to the storage units. And they told me I was not allowed in certain areas because I wasn't up to high rank. I heard noises, though. Ghoulish noises. I was kind of surprised I heard stuff like that down below. When I saw your friend, and it reminded me of the noises, no offense. But, I might have some undead down there.
Oh.
Alright, and then Casimir is going to look at the others and say, Alright, what now? What's next?
Seems as if we have a way in, or we could speak with the young boy at the farm to try to find a more stealthy approach. I am happy with supporting you at either end.
I think a stealthy approach might be a little bit might be a smart way to go. We've created quite a ruckus in here.
Well, if we're talking about the manors, that's a big place on a big hill. They've got to have. Well, yeah, I just don't have to, but I would be willing to bet that they have another way in.
Yes. Should if anyone else needs a rest, perhaps a few folks could, party members, I apologize, could go speak to the boy at the farm. I
would be willing to go.
I can stay and finish our clothes.
Well, we'd have to make sure that if more people come down here, that you'd be able to defend yourselves.
Perhaps I could. Penkel and I, or anyone else that wishes to stay, could begin cleaning up and perhaps making this a proper tavern for them should they arrive, and offer them a drink. And our new associate could allay any worries that they have.
Sure. I don't think the child should give us too much problems. I mean, the rumor didn't mention anything about any kind of, when it came to the child, it didn't mention anything about violence or anything like that, did it?
Halia did mention that his mother is very protective. I do not know exactly what that would entail. But, Fred, you are much stronger than I assume. Would you mind helping me perhaps hide these less living people, perhaps in the attic?
Fred will do so. He'll start dragging the bodies one by one.
And I will get some of that boiling water and try to scrub out all of this blood and make this place clean.
I'm assuming you want my clothes too.
Would you like them cleaned?
Well, I can't just really walk in there with blood. They would think we got jumped or something.
Oh, certainly. I will be happy to clean them for you.
Unless you told the story of how you somehow bested some adventurers.
I think, sorry, out of character, I think Epsilon will just intend to remain behind and keep an eye on our new associate at the tavern, and end up laundering and trying to clean up as much as she can. If any of you want to do the farm thing, we head to the manor.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I will. Casimir will go ahead and head to speak with Tobin. Tobin. Tobin's son. Excuse me.
It will be an unseen servant and clean things up.
Ah.
Okay, so who should we send to the farm? I'm thinking Paladin might be a good choice.
Right. Yes, I'm going to go. Who would like to come with me?
I'll go.
Yes, Kai.
Perfect. It's this one right here.
No, the Harvard was the farm to the
Alderleaf.
southeast.
Southeast, yeah.
Oh, Alderleaf Farm. Okay, perfect. Then we can begin to head there.
I think I over here. Do you want me to prepare?
Sure.
I'm not just.
Alright, so who's going to the Etterleaf farm?
Kai?
Anybody else?
Casimir?
Yes,
Pinnacle, are you going to join them, or are you staying with me? And Fred? Well, perhaps Fred should stay in the Sleeping Giant with you. Casimir and Kai are headed to the farm.
Sure, it's fine. They seem like they should be friendly, and I'll stay here with the three of us, and we'll make a good team.
Yeah, Fred
Excellent.
will stay and act like an unseen servant just to clean things up.
As you begin to arrive towards the elderly farm, you see obviously this farm seems rather quiet and beautiful as it sells quite a bit of different varieties of vegetables and fruits. You do see outside a kid playing outside, as you do see a halfling farmer that's kind of currently picking potatoes and putting them into a kind of a bucket.
That's not the kid that's doing that, is it?
No, that's the mother.
Okay.
But you see a kid playing outside. He's just playing on a tree.
Okay, perfect. Then Casimir will just, as gingerly as possible, just walk up and say, um, good afternoon, my lady.
She looks at you for a second, and her hands are dirty with like dirt. She kind of wipes it on her apron. She looks at you. Good evening. What can I help you with?
Well, my name is Casimir, and these are my friends, Kai, and who else came with me? I'm sorry, is it just Kai?
Yeah, it's just Kai.
Okay, and this is my companion, Kai. We just got into town recently. We're adventurers ourselves, and we've been hearing some rumors, and some of them have kind of led us to you. And I was wondering if we might be able to ask you a few questions.
Ah, you're adventurers, I see. Cop! You have adventurers here! As he looks and jumps down and quickly runs towards you. You adventurers! As he brings his wooden sword towards you and pokes you. I want to be an adventurer soon like my father.
This young lad, it looks like you have the great workings of being a great fighter, a great knight someday. I like that.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
to see such energy.
On guard. Yeah, ah.
What's your name again, young one?
My name is, Carp. His name's Carp. Carp. I got it for you.
Perfect. Well, Hop, my name is Casimir, and this is my friend Kai.
Quelatine, Edda Leaf. Pleasure as the mother.
Oh. And anyway, I'm sorry, ma'am, I don't know if I caught your name. What was your name? Kelly. Thank you. Perfect. So we're wondering if we could, of course, like I said, ask you some questions.
Is it having to do something with my son? I know he's been playing around the places where he shouldn't be. As she looks at him, but Mom, I always, I don't get caught. I just like to adventure, Yes,
Well,
but you're my only son. I can't let you risk and lose yourself. After, well, my husband hasn't returned back from his adventuring. It seems that I need to keep this one, well, kept in the house until he's 18.
Where did the husband go?
Boys and their adventures, right? But, young lad, you should listen to your mother. She's only doing what's best for you to keep you safe. But, yes, Dad.
My husband tends to rather leave and go as he pleases. I suppose you can't keep one tied down for very long.
So he didn't tell you where he was going?
Not really. But I make do. As you can tell, she's a strong woman. She doesn't really need a man to, obviously. But she is married to another halfling out there. I don't know, an adventurer out there. Unknown to if he's still alive or he's doing something stupid or whatever. So the last time she's seen him was 5 years ago.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Is it normal for your husband to be gone this long?
I could care less, honestly. I know Cop misses him dearly, but I can't really particularly find him if I dare. But he wishes to be an adventurer so he could find his father and maybe keep him at home.
I hope for your sake and for Cop's sake that he does return home soon. But yes, our business here does involve some of Cop's adventures. But just wanted to be known, we're not here policing his adventures. We just have a couple of questions.
We'll come inside. I'll make us a cup of tea and some cookies. As you can see, Carp's face brightens up. Cookies!
Perfect. Well, thank you very much. It's much
So
appreciated.
he grabs your hand, Kai. Come, I'll show you my room.
I follow.
Perfect. Yes, we'll go in.
As he shows you his room, he's got little toys and different kinds of little baubles here, and he likes to collect weapons that are made of like wood and shields and little things here, pretending he's a knight, or one day he's a wizard, or another day he's an archer.
Wow.
She's
Oh, this looks cool.
has a seat and starts to brew some tea. Would you like mint or would you like honey?
Hi, what would you like?
Mint would be good for me.
Whatever's easiest, mint would be fine.
Have a seat and enjoy yourselves. Carp, don't
Did Kirk-
play too hard with him. You don't know him that well. The last
Yes.
individual that played Carp, he ended up stabbing the individual in his eye. Gladly enough, he didn't lose his eye.
Yes, I don't know if I'd want to go up against young Cop. He looks like he could best me.
He tends to play a little rough.
Anyway, Cop, so you said you like to go on adventures yourself, yes?
Yeah, there's not a lot of kids around here, so I like to have imaginations and kind of pretend I'm adventuring. I kind of go into the forests. I know my mom doesn't want me to go there. She looks at him with like stern eyes. I kind of snoop around the buildings. I go to the orchard, and I even went to the Trested Manor. But that one was scary, but I managed to get back.
So can you tell me, have you found anything interesting on your adventures, in the forest?
Yeah, I can. Well, being an adventurer, of course, I traveled through the wood near the Trested Manor, and I found something through the trinkets. Do you know what I found? Guess.
Did you find... And I'm not
Was
sure
it a
to guess.
unicorn?
Can you guess?
A unicorn? I wish.
Well, what'd you find?
No. Wait, what about you? You have to answer too.
Did you maybe find something that somebody's trying to keep secret?
Yes, it was hidden. I looked through it, and I found a secret tunnel. It's full of cobwebs. There was some scary bandits there. They were lurking outside the tunnel. I saw a pair of them. I didn't go too close. I didn't want to get caught. It looks like a secret lair or something.
Do you know what kind of bandits these were?
The Red Brands. Evildoers.
Indeed.
I also saw some weird goblins too. Down there. They had some weird glowing hands.
Were they holding something?
No. They were green.
I'll just look up at Kaelin and just say, it seems as if not many people here in this town find the Red Brands to be the popular sort.
No, they've been rather rude and, well, you've heard what happened to Woodworker. Drunken accident. My ass.
We did hear rumor about him, yes. Cop, please telling me that you did not try to interact with these.
No. No. My mom always says don't talk to strangers.
Did they seem to be taking anything in and out of this tunnel that you could see?
No, they were just talking. I couldn't understand them. They were speaking some language I didn't understand with hand signals. And they were just guarding something.
Doing something. Oh, interesting. They're at the face of the tunnel.
I could show you where the tunnel is.
That would be most useful. However, we know that your mother does not want you out adventuring. But I will look at Kalen and say, it would be helpful if he could show us where this may be.
Only he can't leave at night time. He has to be in bed by 8 o'clock.
Well, and Cop, I'm going to tell you, if we're going to go to this tunnel, I'm going to need someone to protect me, and I think that person may be you.
Really?
Yes.
I should. Well, I don't know what weapon I'd pick. My sword. Maybe my shield. No, the bow. The bow would be handy. It's so hard to choose.
It's hard to defend with a bow. You really need the sword and shield.
Future character for you guys in the future. Carp grows up and you play Carp. Adult Carp.
Have you actually, now that I'm thinking of it, kind of a change of subject real quick, but have you ever spoken to a man here in town by the name of, oh god, I forgot his name, the other knight, the guy that was a knight?
Sildar?
Sildar.
No. As you can see, the mother. I know of him.
No, I'm talking about Darren Ademath. Up at the orchard. He runs the orchard.
Yes, I know of that individual. The drow.
Yeah.
Yes,
Didn't you say you went over to the orchard? Carp?
I went to spy, but I didn't go interact.
Did you see anything interesting?
Nothing really, but I saw him use a bow once. He shot an apple perfectly straight through while it was still in his tree. He was just sitting down when he shot it. I don't know how he did that.
Well, if you study to become a knight someday, you're going to become very proficient in a weapon yourself, and you're going to do things that you didn't even know you could do.
Really?
That is true. It's very true.
Well, I want to help my mom with the farm before I get old enough to choose whether or not I want to be an adventurer, or maybe a farmer, or maybe
Farmer is very important.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It is. So is adventuring, though. It all looks like it's fun and games, but adventuring is hard work and dangerous.
Why did you become adventurous? Why did you not become a farmer or wherever you come from?
Sometimes things conspire and keep you from doing the simple things. Sometimes you get put on a path that you don't have control of.
Really?
Yes.
I wonder if that'll happen to me.
You know, Clop, sometimes you get sent to do things such as protect family.
I would protect my mom.
And you love her very much, I can tell. And I can tell you do anything to protect her.
Oh god, here comes the red flag.
I'm gonna look at Cop and say again, we could very much use your help. How about if we take the afternoon, the evening, get some rest, and then we collect you tomorrow, and you could show us where the entrance of the secret tunnel may be.
The mother does ask you a question, though. Before you go, though, you were here for another reason. I heard you came in here with Sildar Hallwinter. I heard Gundren's missing.
You know Gundren?
Everybody knows Gundren. He's quite famous around here. But I heard he wasn't back yet. And I was kind of curious, were you searching for this individual?
Oh, Gundren,
Yes.
we are, and we heard that he is in a place called Cragmore Castle. Is it somewhere that you've heard of?
I have heard of it from a friend. A friend I knew a very long time. A druid. His name is Redoth. He doesn't dwell here, but he does know the location of Cragmore Castle.
Tell us where we could find this Rudolph.
Well, he isn't really hard. I find him quite hard to find these days. I haven't seen him in quite a long time, but he knows every inch of the land. And the last place I heard he was going to was a place called the ruins of the town called the Thunder Tree. It's just west of the Neverwinter Woods. About, I think, 50 miles northwest of Phandevler. It's at least, you know, a 2.5 or 3 day journey.
Thank you very much. If just a point of note, if he's if he's kind of hard to find, if we cannot find him there in the ruins of Thunderland, do you know how we could at least try to communicate with him?
I have no idea. I haven't seen him in a long time. But if he knows the land, he knows everything about it and what's going on and everything. All I know, he was going there for a reason, a purpose. He was trying to, well, save it, I suppose.
Thank you very much for this information. Yes, we are looking, we spoke to Sildar about where Gundren may be, and we are trying to find him, and that's Cragmore Castle's our best lead at the moment.
Well, glad we met then.
Yes, as am I, and thank you very much for this information. Killian, I just want to make sure, are you okay with young Cop taking us to see the entrance of this tunnel?
Right now?
No, not right now, because we know you don't want him out of the dark. It's not... I don't know that it's safe for me to be out there, and I need him as my protector, but maybe, perhaps tomorrow morning?
Certainly, you can come by around 7 in the morning.
7 in the morning?
He tends to like to sleep in a little bit. I tend to wake up at 5. As you quickly see him, he's currently not in the room anymore. He went outside to play.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna just say lowly to Galen, I promise you we will keep your son safe.
I hope so. He's all I have left. Not much family around here. And we like to keep it that way to, well, be as close as possible to what we have. And if I lost him, I wouldn't know what to do with my life.
On my honor as a knight, I will do what I can to keep him safe.
Alright, well, we'll see you tomorrow then. She gives you a couple cookies on the way out. Like a baggie of cookies. You got like 10 cookies. As they're like butter cookies.
Thank you so much. We'll be sure to share these.
She closes the door and she goes back outside and starts picking potatoes.
Then,
Alright, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break. We'll be back in 5.
Awesome.
Now, if someone does die, we do have to wait like around like 15, 20 years so we can introduce a new character as this kid.
Well, he could start adventuring early, maybe 7 years.
So,
I'm playing the dad.
If
I'm just
if we're all willing to do a time skip, then yeah, everyone, if we can have join us.
I'm just
We
playing
all
the dad.
for like 7 years.
We wait in town. We all realize anybody. Nope, we haven't looked for him yet. Nope, haven't looked for him yet. Now we're ready to go look for Gundren. He's been missing for 7 years. Oh well.
He's probably still alive. He's like, "Are you guys sure you guys want to do that time skip?" It's like, "Yes." All right. Campaign's over.
Right. Gundren's dead.
Evil wizard
Red brands are
found the mines.
Evil Wizard did no longer needed Gundren, and since Gundren was the only thing that brought us to the details, yeah, campaign end.
So are we gonna hang out in this place? Hope nobody else comes back to it. Go sleep in real beds.
Well, we probably need to go back to the Stonehill Inn, like you said, just in case somebody shows up at the Sleeping Giant. That's the one thing I'm hesitant about waiting until tomorrow is if we go now, we could at least be scouting them and see what's going on before they get all... If somebody goes there and they can't find anybody or they find them dead, I think that's going to cause a
That's not gonna be good for us.
bit of commotion. Maybe we can ask the you can ask the bandit we have if they would expect anybody to come, or if they expect anybody from here, from the Sleeping Giant, to report to the manor or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm actually reading about the alarm spell. Looks like I can rearm the alarm another 8 hours, and as long as I'm in a mile, I'll get a ping. So I can go sleep down the road, and if somebody shows up, we'll know. Not that will. That'll only give us a knowledge of that somebody else has discovered them or not.
Right.
That doesn't help us in the case of trying to find anybody.
We leave the bodies to just rot on the fucking attic.
No, I don't think we should leave the bodies to rot here. I don't think we should leave bodies to rot in it. I mean, we also have some of you
I mean,
have
I wouldn't
companions.
really care. The only things that would like
And
cause it to alarm was just mainly other bad guys finding out more corpses of their bodies, and then we just creating an endless pile of corpses.
Yeah, but
The red brand never existed.
it just attracts like vermin and other things. That's just unclean. I'm gonna end up making this my base, unless I take over the woodcarver shop as my new business. You know, I don't plan on venturing further. I'm only here to just one more little thing. I'll just film one little quest. Okay, one more quest.
Yeah, it's like one more quest. Just one more.
One more
quest.
quest. One more.
Oh, sorry.
I'll have enough gold.
Yeah, 40 more quests.
Alright, I'm back.
Well, I guess
All right, maybe let's go into that yawning portal.
No. You already do that. I hate when you do that. You always tell me like to come back to old campaigns. You already
Oh
played
no, like I'm making it as a joke.
I know, but it's annoying me. It's like
Hey,
my Sunday's game. Like I had 7 people for that game. Guess what?
Oh, that's dumb.
A bunch of people dropped out, and now only 4 people now.
Sorry.
It's okay. For yours it was a maybe, but I had another guy who just dropped out, and one didn't even show up, so I have to recruit. I denied so many people in that game to join. Now I'm like, but I've desized my games to 6 now. I'm not running 7s anymore. It's too many people to look after.
Does that mean Does that mean we're keeping
not,
6?
Yeah, we're keeping 6. We're done. We're not.
Okay, we're not going to replace Ghost.
No.
Okay.
There's no point. 6 people is good enough. Well,
Yeah,
the
that's
guy
fine.
only played for 1 session anyway, so he just left.
Okay, so we head back to the sleeping giant.
Cass? Yes. He said yes. He's eating, so he just gave a thumbs up.
I got a
Excellent.
bowl of
What
ice
is-
cream too.
Oh, that sounds good. So we'll head back to the sleeping giant.
Excellent.
I'll just say, and as we do that, I'll say, Kai, I think that was rather successful.
Indeed, we gathered several interesting bits of information.
I think that child would be useful, but my God, we've got to do everything we can to protect him to make sure he does not get hurt.
I'm starting to wonder if maybe we should just have him mark the map.
Perhaps, or at least have us take him part way. I think he would love it if he could at least take us part way.
Yeah.
There's going to be honor for him in trying to save his town.
Yeah. So one thing is, if he's going to show us where it is, that's just what we're going to do. We're all going to head back and make plans. Correct?
Yes.
Because I'd hate to have him heading back through the forest by himself.
I would quite agree.
All right.
Okay. Let us return to the others.
Let's see what they gathered, if anything, from the bandit.
We are now a tea house. I have gathered much water to boil with our 1 tea kettle. I do not have any actual tea, so I have been collecting grass from the outside.
As you smell Pinkle, you smell cookies in a bag that they brought.
There's
They're
only like
fresh.
3 left.
Fresh cookies.
Casimir will take the cookies up and set them at the bar. And I'll just say, friends, please gather around. We have some information for you. And I'll just say, so Kai and I went and spoke with a woman over at Alderley Farm and her son Carp, and it looks like that Carp has discovered the rumor that we heard about this secret tunnel just here outside of town. And he is actually going to show us this tunnel tomorrow morning. He said he has seen some red brands there, and he's also seen some goblins there as well. So it makes me wonder that they're working together.
And the goblin's hands were glowing.
But they didn't seem to be holding anything.
You know what? Can we make a history or arcane or something to see if we know why the hell the goblin's hands are glowing?
You wouldn't know, honestly.
Okay.
That's
fair.
I'm just saying in general, like, you've never seen a goblin have glowing hands, depending if he's some kind of wizard. But from your acknowledgement, the goblins here are not that high and powerful.
Yes, you had mentioned that you ran into goblins earlier. They were not as described.
No, they were not.
Well then, should we see them? Perhaps we can learn more.
Before we do that, there's other news that you might want to be wary of, or you might want to know. So we heard of an individual who might know the location of Cragmore Castle where we can find a Gundren. Or potentially find a Gundren. His name is Riedel. He's a druid. However, the problem lies in the fact that he is quite hard to pin down, apparently. But we were told that we could possibly find him in the ruins of Thunderlin, which is about 40 miles northwest of here. 2 to 3 days travel.
Oh, I believe you. I will look at Penkor. Is that Thunder Tree that he means?
Yes, it is. Thunder Tree.
Excellent.
I wrote down Thunder Tree. I can't read my writing. Sorry about that. I wrote it down quickly and I can't read my own handwriting sometimes.
Reported. So we have a lead on the Gundren case.
We do.
If you want, you can roll a history check on the ruins of Thunder Tree. It's a high DC, so if you don't have to roll, but if your character does know, you can roll. If you want the character to know some back history of the ruins of Thunder Tree. But if your character does, if he's not from here, then you don't have to.
I think that I have been reading a lot. As I'm proficient, I will attempt to. I was just reading about this earlier, perhaps.
What do you know of it?
All right. This is what you guys know about it, so it's gonna be a lot of text, but. It happened like over 100 years ago, so it's no longer a livable place.
Penkor allowed me to study geothermal activity in this area, and I believe there was an eruption of some volcanic activity about a century ago that devastated the area.
Go on.
Yes, they were plagued by zombies, I believe, after that, were they not?
Ah, interesting.
Yes.
Perhaps they were.
Sorry. Yeah. I do know where that is. I think I've seen the mouth of it, and I hadn't heard about the zombie part. I didn't pay attention, but that doesn't interest me. I was with you guys until and they're a little creepy. No offense, Fred.
Ah, but Casimir had mentioned that you are also investigating undead activity in a tower to the north.
Northeast is supposed to be an old well with undead.
The Nethril Tower?
The old owl, old owl well. Oh, you said tower. I know the well has undead.
Yes. Oh, no, correct. You are correct.
Perhaps there is a relationship there with the undead, if they are in the same general location.
It's certainly a possibility.
Then it looks like we may be able to investigate both at some point, should we wish to.
I would agree. I'm curious to find, other than just finding this Riedel, I'm curious to know what we might find useful in Thunder Tree.
So we need to find him, to find Kragmar, to find Gundren. But
correct.
First we want to go ahead and take care of these red brands now, before...
Yes, you mentioned that he will be joining us in the morning. Is that our plan?
The boy? Yes.
He's just a boy, and I don't know if I don't know if we take him all the way, or let him take us all the way to the mouth of this tunnel, but I think he should lead the way to at least part of the way, and then point us in the right direction.
Very well. I was preparing the red brand cloaks as quickly as possible, so we are not heading there before nightfall then.
Not until tomorrow morning.
How do we ensure the young lad doesn't? What did you say his name was again?
Carp.
Carp? Chase? Crap?
C-A-R-P.
Carp, I think you said.
Like the fish.
The fish. Ah, of course. That makes total sense. If he's, I believe you said he was super exuberant, and as such, if he leads us to this place, we need to make sure he doesn't follow us through.
I don't think we plan on going anywhere. I think we're all going to be coming back because we need to be able to make plans once we see the. I don't think we're just going to plunge into the tunnel.
Oh, fair enough.
Without trying to make some kind of scouting. Because he said there was bandits and goblins outside of the tunnel. So they're actively guarding it.
Oh.
Ah. So it cannot be used simply as a stealth mission, but that also means that there may be vulnerabilities or precious resources there.
I'm curious to know if there's something in that tunnel.
Is Greg in the room with us, or is Greg somewhere else?
Oh yes,
Over
Greg
there on the bench.
He doesn't
He's
know about the
scrubbing
secret
down.
entry. Yeah, he doesn't know about the area. Yeah, he's cleaning his shit. He's in the back kitchen, actually.
Or perhaps we could find out what is at the other end of this tunnel. What is making the hands of those goblins glow?
But to reiterate, what will we do this evening?
But you
Should
remember,
we-
the red brands don't work with goblins, so whatever that goblin is could be unrelated to the cause.
We will find out if we run into one, I suppose. But we have the evening then, before any plans are put into place.
I believe.
Are we worried about any red brands coming to take a load off here? Should we put a closed for remodeling sign out front to deter them? Or perhaps pretend to be staff and assist them?
You can see people like walk past the place, but they stay clear by at least 20 feet away from it. They do not want to enter or be around it, as they know the red brands of taking it over. As you can tell, most people are not interested in ever entering the place.
I don't think it would be wise to stay here and possibly invite more trouble. We've already killed 5 of them. They're soon to find that out very quickly and want to know what happened. So I don't think killing more would be useful, at least not at the present moment.
Perhaps we could write letters and leave them on the table saying, "We quit. Goodbye."
As you will, if you would think that would be wise.
If Greg knew their names, we could forge a document for their resignation.
Possible. We can ask him where he's seen.
Just throwing ideas out.
Or we could just ask him if there's any reason we should be concerned. We don't know if anybody else is staying here. You know, they may not miss him for a couple of days.
Right.
Greg might know.
Greg, I think that those clothes out there are quite good to be left alone now. Thank you for your zealous attention to the laundry. May you join us for a discussion?
Yeah, just give me one moment. As he walks in boxers towards you. Has got like a tunic on.
Ah, hello. We are worried about incursions into the tavern here. Do we have any reason to worry about others bothering us?
People don't
This
come in
evening?
here. They're too scared of us.
Excellent. So were you Red Brands staying here and you're on
We
contingent?
stayed here for 2 weeks until we got commanded to do something.
Ah. So you're a sort of satellite party.
Pretty much. It's pretty boring.
Perhaps
Are
to...
they, are they
Yes?
expecting anybody to
They come
report?
as they please, honestly. We're just here to sit and put. It's like an outpost, if
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, it's because I don't really think that they, have a certain times that they all come. It's just they come and
It is presence in the town.
We have
So
an
they-
issue. We had to try some manner and talk to Kevin. But usually it's not usually the case. In most cases, most Red Brands are usually happy with their pay wage, their food, and the fact that they don't have to do diddly squat.
might it be wise for us to maybe spend the later part of this afternoon, maybe early evening, looking at where the glass staff and the commanding officer are? What was his name? Kevin. To see if we can potentially spot who they are, or figure out how we're going to somehow infiltrate and or speak to them.
You mean skirt out the front of the manor? Is that what you are saying?
Potentially, or if anyone else has another idea, we are welcome to it.
Well, you see, the top half of the Trestle Manor is just a wreckage. There's downstairs towards it. There's a door that requires not a passphrase, but does take recognition of another Red Brand like myself to get in to another to enter in, which you have me for, of course, and then it heads into the storage room, and that's where we keep all the crates, all the supplies to keep us running. But that's the only place I've ever been. I hadn't been able to travel anywhere else since, I was restricted to go there.
Epsilon, how long is it you said into those clothes already?
Just a couple of hours. I'm about halfway done with them.
And what time is it now? It's about
It's-
mid-afternoon.
It's probably 6 o'clock at night. 6 p.m. Evening, sorry.
So should we not worry about the Trestle Manor until the morning? Do you have errands to do today?
There is one thing I would like to do, yes, but I have no errands that I need to run this evening.
Very well. If you are not going to be watching the manor, I suppose we may settle down and rest, or do as you need to do. I will continue working on our cloaks, the Red Brand outfits, and cleaning the tavern. Unless anyone needs me.
Or is there anyone here? I'm not stealthy, and we all know that. Is there anyone here who is rather stealthy who could be useful at scouting or watching the manor?
Well, I'm a little stealthy, but I'm no rogue. I mean, out of character, I've got a 6 in stealth, so I can do it okay.
Would you be willing to take some reconnaissance for us?
Sure. Can we ask Greg here how many people are usually guarding the top?
He doesn't know. He doesn't really. Like you said, the top half doesn't has anything. It's a destroyed, ruined down building. He says in the basement is where they are currently held.
Right.
As
you
he
had
said,
to
there's
go
like a
in
dozen
the ruins
people.
first, right?
Yeah, you have to go inside, to get in there. That's how they access it.
Did he see anybody guarding the location when he went there?
Last time he left?
into-
No.
Well, when you said he has been to the
Yeah, he's been when he arrived here like 3 months ago.
Did he see anybody in the area when he went down into the basement?
Yeah, there's a lot of people down there.
But up on the top.
No, nobody on the top. Just
Okay.
downstairs.
But then it sounds like reconnaissance may be rather useless if we need a red brand to get in through the door.
Yeah.
So I suggest we leave the manor to itself for now and prepare for tomorrow. I will remain vigilant. I actually once Greg is out of earshot, I'd like to kind of
He goes
gather
back in there.
everyone close. I have a secret that only Penkle knows, but I am not actually a bad girl or actually a girl at all. I do not require sleep or drink or physical sustenance. I am technically mechanical.
How do you heal yourself?
Hmm.
The same way that I heal my clothing. Which you saw. And then I am a magical machine. So I mean to keep no secrets from you, my friends. My name is Atropus Epsilon, as you know, and I can keep watch here on the bar while I rest, to make sure that no one arrives here, if you all wish to go about your evening and rest elsewhere.
I think that may be wise if you don't have a rest, and then you can perhaps keep tabs on our friend for a little while he's here.
Yes, I do. Well, let me rephrase. I do rest, but I do not need to sleep, so I can position myself to remain inert. But I can awaken should anything I sense motion around me. So I will not be caught by surprise.
I think that sounds like a great idea, and thank you for sharing with us.
Pinkle is wonderful, but will be my plan for the night. If you all wish to do as you will, do not worry about our tea house.
Well, that works for me.
Then shall we retire perhaps to the Stonehill Inn, maybe have ourselves a drink, an ale, and some food, and discuss tomorrow morning? Or prepare for tomorrow morning, I should say.
That sounds good to me.
All right. So you guys sleep in the tavern, right? Find a place
Nope.
to sleep.
Well, we go back to Stonehill Inn.
Epsilon will stay at the tavern.
Greg's gonna sleep in the spare room.
Oh, you know what? I will. Epsilon will go ahead and have given Greg a stipend of 2 gold for now from her own pocket
Alright.
to sort of like hopefully tie him over and win his loyalty.
Yeah, he's interested. But money, money's always good.
Money.
Alright. As you guys spend your money, 1 silver piece at the tavern. Maybe some food if you want to get some meals. You're welcome. Let me get a table for you. If you're interested in ordering some grub. How we say
What?
it. Some food.
Oh, I thought we all went back to the inn to do that. And then Epsilon was staying at the tavern.
Yeah, but because Epsilon can't eat, and obviously the ruffian is just eating garbage. He doesn't really care. doesn't want to go in there because he's not allowed in there. He's been banned.
So you guys will go.
Banned. There's a recipe listy for you guys in the chat. I got deep fried potato wedges, jerky strips. We got crammed potato skins. We got lamb chowder, romaine salad, and we got herb crusted chicken, roasted venison, blackened turkey, and we got a pan fried fish. Mm-hmm.
Chicken.
As Kira's character is probably like, damn it, I can't eat. I can taste it, but I can't eat it. It'll just sit in my stomach.
It's not nourishing, but it is good.
He's probably not gonna eat anyways.
He's probably like an old man, just like sucking on it.
Just like nomming on it, just like the gums.
For the flavor.
Garden soup.
How much for like?
All the
a
prices
mead?
are here. Oh, mead? Mead's 3 copper.
So I'll give him 3 silver and for the venison, and 2 mead.
Who mead? Don't you wish like D&D could be like it just appears in front of you while you're eating? Like I would love to have like a real game where like it's a bar and a tavern, and I'm just having like different kinds of meals, and people have to pay me with the fake coins that I give them. Dude, that could be like a whole session right there. That'd be like 4 hours long of just role playing in a tavern.
So as we're just kind of there, then Casimir will just say to the group, so we are meeting Top tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. at the Old Leaf Farm. This boy is a sprite young lad, but I think we need to do everything in our power to make sure that we take care of him for him and his mother's sake. We need to make sure no harm comes to him, but we need to be on our best tomorrow as well. Because what we don't want to have happen is we do not want to be caught unawares.
Or we can protect kid.
Perfect.
Although the more I think about it, if we're going to do a little bit of scouting of the tunnel entrance, that means the kid will have to come along with us, otherwise he'll be traveling back by himself.
Well, are we planning to scout the tunnel right then and there, or are we just planning to go find out where it was? I thought we discussed about finding the tunnel and then going back to scout it later.
But John, either way, if we're going to go put eyes on it, he's going to have to come with us. Whether we scout it or not, if we just want to say, "Oh, see, it's right there," he'll still have to be with us, right?
Correct.
So
or maybe we can just get the kid to show us where exactly, and then we escort him back, and then.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're going to have to, but we were trying to figure a way that we wouldn't have him come with us all the way. But if he's going to actually show us the actual location,
correct.
You know, and then we'll just have to. Be extra careful.
We can have somebody there to watch the cave while we take the child back to his home.
Alright, so you all guys go to bed. Anything you want to do before you head to bed?
Kill people.
No.
Okay.
Casimir will.
Deny.
Casimir draws his sword. Casimir is going to go to the shed and just kneel down beside the Zephyric and just meditate, but say, Dear cousin, I hope you can hear me. Um, I'm feeling lost. I'm absolutely feeling lost. I don't know I don't feel as if I have a purpose anymore. However, I know that we are somehow on this quest to help these people in this village, and that seems to be what we're going for. And this party seems to be wanting to do the right thing. There's a young boy who wants to become a knight, like me. You think that's silly, but he wants to be a knight, and I hope he makes it to do so. He has the potential to be quite a knight when he grows up. Anyway, good night, Viz. Rest in peace. And then Casimir will go to bed.
All right.
And Kyle just finish eating and go to bed.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'm sitting on the bar.
You hear just
Just
snoring
walking
in the other room, heavy snoring from from the
Greg.
Yeah, Greg.
It is good because I know where he is, and yes, she's just keeping guard all night, and for the 6 hours that she needs to be in sentry mode, and then she again will just work on Weaver's things and the cloaks, trying to fit them to everybody now that she has time.
All right, you all get a long rest. You feel replenished. As early in the morning, you do kind of hear a kind of a knock at the front door of the tavern, while only Epsilon and obviously the ruffians only hear.
We do have. There are windows. Yes. Can she kind of stealthily try to figure out who is knocking?
Sure. Roll me a assault check.
Sure. Oh my gosh, why can't I find it? There we go. Awesome.
All right, you're not very stealthy.
I am very stealthy. But if I see who it is, I'll go from there.
You don't see anybody.
Ah. Then I guess I will. Penkel still has his. Well, I don't know if his alarm is still active, but I will open the
No,
door
it's
and.
deactivated because it's past 8 hours.
Oh right, I guess you're right. I guess I will answer and ask who goes there.
All right, you open the door as it's nobody. As you do that, you hear a knock in the back door now.
I will close these doors and turn around and go to open the back door.
All right, you do that. As you quickly hear something close the door behind you.
Fascinating. Can I stop and listen? Am I still alone with?
Yeah, he's still
Awesome.
snoring.
Interesting.
You can roll me a perception check.
I will. You know what? May I guide myself for this?
Sure. Why not?
I will just, yes, touch my weaver's needle and try to do this. Sorry, this is not working so well for me. Here we go. Perception. And I'll add a d4 to that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see
Total
anything.
10. Well,
You don't hear anything.
that is
either.
all. Interesting. Then I will just continue and open the back door, and if no one is there, I will close that myself. And that is very curious.
You hear the door. You hear a door slam again, open and close.
Can I You know what? I will go to the room down. I will go to the center of the room and begin, if nothing is bothering me and I sense no danger, to ritually cast Detect Magic.
You hear another knock at this door.
A third. I'm going to leave it alone and continue my ritual.
As you hear another knock at the window behind.
Fascinating. But glancing over, there are no shadows or anything?
Not with your perception.
Then I will continue my task.
As you hear a heavy fumble.
Snoring has stopped. I guess I will check on my employee.
We know who's getting Employee of the Month now.
So I don't know. Do you want me to?
Yeah, you can move there. No, it's on the other side. Hey, you're not allowed in here. On guard! You're a red brand. You deserve to die. As you hear that, Epsilon, as you hear a young child's voice, and you hear Greg.
Dear Lord, it's going to
May
be.
I attempt to intervene?
Alright, you're on the other side. I don't have the little boy token, but he's over there. He's got like a wooden sword to his neck. See, I got one. You shouldn't have left the window open.
Greg, that was very... that was very careless of you. You are a child with a wooden sword. Are you going to murder my employee?
I'm going to bring him in. And he's going to go to jail.
May I inquire as to who you are, my avenger?
I am Carp, the Knight of Justice.
Have you been distracting me with the knocking this time?
Yeah, I was really good, huh?
You are quite stealthy, yes. I was...
As Greg just pushes the kid off as he... Did you know this kid?
Yes, I believe this is another employee of ours. Casimir has hired him. She will just look blankly at him.
As you guys
She's
arrive
probably smaller than... She's probably smaller than Carp.
Why are you allied with a red brand? He's an enemy.
Well, you see, come with me, and I will just open the door, and if he does step out, just kind of motion to the... I don't
trust him. I don't know what you...
Hello. You are young Carp. I am a friend of Penkel, who is a friend of Casimir, who I believe you...
I don't know them.
Yeah.
Casimir?
What about...
The Knight?
Kai? Yes. As well as Kai, who visited your mother earlier yesterday.
So you're working for the red brands, I see. As he shows his way towards
we are... You may strike me if you wish. I will not resist. But please listen to me. I am a lady, and she will just glance again at Greg. Thank you for acknowledging that. But Greg here is my employee. He is a turncoat, as you would say. He is going to help us infiltrate.
Yeah. He's a spy?
Yes, you see. Yes. For us, in the Red Brands.
Oh, I'm sorry, Greg. I thought you were Red Brand. Yeah, well, thanks, kid, for waking me up.
But I see you had a noble cause. Greg, I apologize. Please keep your window closed when you are asleep, and
It gets kind of musky
we
in
will
here.
let you rest. Ah, I do not know how to stop that from happening.
Yeah, it stinks in here.
Oh.
Ew.
We will work on that. Come, Carp, and I will bring
Greg
him
jumps
out
on the
place
table.
clothes.
Yarg! As you guys come in, as you see, obviously, the kid here before anybody else, as you're wondering, does his mother know he left?
Yes, I believe we were supposed to meet you.
Right, you said we're all walking in, right?
Yeah, as you see Carp just jump on the table and break a glass.
I'll walk in and I'll just say, Cop, what are you doing here?
I
It's a bit early for
was.
you.
I almost got a red brand, but then I met this thing, Epsilon. She's a lady, I think, and
Yes.
I was about to kill a red brand with my blade, but she told me that he wasn't. He was a turncoat, or whatever that means. But she said he's a spy, working for you guys.
Cop, did your mother know that you left the house?
No. See, I am I got all my stuff. See, as he puts a pot for a helmet, and his he's got like basically 2 pans for armor, and you can see he's ready for battle.
I'm gonna just invite him to sit down on one of the chairs next at the bar, and I'm gonna sit next to him. And I'm just gonna say, Cop, I would like you to meet my friends. You've met Kai, but I would like you to also meet Nietzsche.
Nietzsche.
And I would also Nietzsche, and I would also like you to meet Fred.
Fred stays quiet.
Wow, he's big. Big giant.
And I would also like you to meet Pinkle.
Ah, as Pinkle, you're actually smaller than him. He stands 1 foot higher than you. Oh wow,
Greetings.
you're a gnome. I read about you. You come from the Feywilds, right?
Some do, yes. Some do. I do not.
Why are you so small? Is it like a curse or something?
To hide better from our enemies. It's a blessing.
Mm.
We can see the undersides of these tables quite easily.
Do you
Fred there can't see
do you
what's
get
under them.
mistaken as a kid sometimes? I wonder.
No. The beard helps me out.
The beard, huh? Interesting.
Yes, where's yours?
I'm not old enough for a beard yet.
Interesting.
I'm a fighter, ranger, rogue. That's what I am.
Cop, young knight.
Yeah.
As you can see, you've met my friends, and I know that you will grow up to be an honorable knight someday. But one thing you need to remember: even a knight should not travel alone.
He jumps up and down. But I want to be an adventurer like you. I thought, coming in and get my armor and help you fight the bad guys.
You're right, but even I, as a knight, cannot do this by myself.
That's why you have me.
But you cannot do this by yourself.
Hey, I sneaked up on that guy.
You did, but would there have been more? At any rate, take this from me. You should not do these things on your own. Use your friends to help you. And I think as Casimir is saying this, he's starting to just kind of, in his mind, that's just starting to ring a little bit true as he was reclusing from the group once Viz died. And he's just kind of starting to come back into his own little by little. And do you understand me, Cop?
Yeah, I know. I tend to go overboard. I can't help it. I like doing spontaneous things, and meeting you guys is like A dream come true.
But also,
You're all my
not
friends
just doing
now.
things by yourself, but also, you should always let somebody know where you're going. You should have told your mom, because what if something happened to you before you got to us? Nobody would ever know you were missing. Your mom wouldn't know where you'd gone.
That's true.
I
But
always
she
tell
wouldn't let me
Pencil.
go. She would probably tell me to wait for you guys, and I couldn't help it. I got up really early before she got up, and I made some noise, and I managed to get out of my room, and I'm here now. Ta-da!
Which is very
As
admirable.
he's got 2 oven mitts for gloves.
But
Epsilon, I should say something to you.
I always do tell Penkle when I leave by myself so that he knows where to find me if I break down. But it is good that he perhaps is here earlier than planned, so we may have an earlier start.
See, it'll protect me. My gloves will protect me from the fire, and my chest will protect me from arrows, and my helmet will protect me from big weapons. As you can see, he has nothing for his legs. They're exposed.
I prefer not to get close to people who might hurt me.
Really? But look at you. You got
Yes.
all this armor and stuff.
I do. It's just in case. So yes, but sometimes it's better to stand back. Do you ever use a slingshot to hunt rabbits or squirrels?
Nah. I like my bow. See it? As he brings out a toy bow.
That is definitely the weapon of a rogue.
Yeah. I always hunt rats with it. But Mother doesn't let me use the sharpie pointy arrows, so I have to use these. As you can see, they are the pointy arrows have these little kind of like flat ends where they don't impact. They do more like kind of not like non-physical damage, but they hurt if they hit you.
We can see ahead here. Cop is clearly going to be our protector on this little journey. On this journey.
I'm good at climbing trees. I could be lookout.
But Cop, I do have a question for you. What would a noble knight, do next if you were presented with this scenario?
We make a plan, and we go together, and we.
But before that,
What do you mean? Before that, I'm here.
we need to let your mother know where you are.
No. I don't want to go back. She's not gonna let me out then. If she knows I did this, she's not gonna let me go with you guys.
Then, Casimir, is that,
Come on, you gotta, Casimir. Just once. Let me go with you. I won't go inside, but I want to show you the hole. I want to be there.
Okay. Perfect. Well, Cop, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to do the noble thing. I am going to go quickly, and I'm going to tell your mother where you are. You do
No.
not have to go with me.
She's not gonna let me out. She's gonna ground me.
you're already out. She can't ground you if you're not there. She already agreed to let you go with us.
Yeah, but I
So we'll
didn't.
just
I didn't wait. I didn't wait.
Well,
It's okay. It's okay.
obviously you know you've done something wrong then, haven't you?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't get out much, and seeing you guys want to play with me, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, Cop, your mother knows that you made a promise to us, and she wouldn't want you to go back on your promises.
Fine. You can go talk to my mom. I'm not going back there, though. Not until I do the quest with you guys.
Then Casimir will just go go over to the bar real quick, and let Kayla know that Carp left and is with us, and he's safe.
All right. We'll end our session there as we continue onwards.
And
Yay.
yeah, I'll just be giving people cloaks.
All right. Next recapper will be Zeke. We'll foretell the story. AKA, who's Zeke?
Casimir.
Casimir. Okay. I have to change that eventually. All right. A reminder on payment if you haven't paid, and I will see you guys.